Shalom. Start this off. As we back out here on these highways again, first and foremost, give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakadosh Wakah. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers teaching the truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to, unfortunately, due to breaking the covenant, the holy covenant, which is made by the Israelites, who was our forefathers, right? Which is simply a deal made by our forefathers with the Most High God, who people ignorantly call God. And to any new listeners out there, yes, we proclaim ourselves to be the biblical descendants, the descendants of the biblical Israelites, all right? And to the rest of you newly awakened Israelites out there, which consist of the so-called blacks, aka African Americans, so-called Latinos, Hispanics, Native American Indians, West Indians, so-called Negroes, so we say peace and blessings as well. All right, you women, children, and friends of the prophets out there, you men, tuning in to the faith. All right, so pretty much, man, this is another highways as the devil gets further and further in his enterprise that shall truly fail, as the scriptures have it, according to the Most High's will. So, and it's by the Spirit, things I'm seeing. Let me get Deuteronomy 22:5. That's a quick one. And then let me get Job. Let me get Job. Let me get Job. Whenever you bring whoever bring that up.
Bring it out now?
Yeah, come.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Oh, yeah, I switched it. You want to be main reader?
What's up to you, Pastor?
You want to be main reader? That's a quick one. So, you got it one more time. Get the Job.
Let me get the Job.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
All right. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Yeah. So that's something I just seen out here, man. Man just walk past with his woman, shape and shit all out. You see what I'm saying? Nobody want to see all that, man. Nobody needs to see all that. You women not supposed to be wearing that which pertains to a man. One more time on it.
Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
See that? So what pertains to a man that a woman could possibly wear? Pants. You see what I'm saying? So you out here with your suits on, your pants on, with your hubby. And it's so funny now because we're in the days where that saying done went away. That whole saying about who wears the pants in the relationship. You or her. You see what I'm saying? Technically, you couldn't be asked that question if your woman's still wearing pants. You see what I'm saying? Even if you running stuff, you couldn't even be in that situation. Because your woman still wear pants, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's not even to brothers, dealing with hard-headed women, but to these imbeciles that walk around out here that has put this spirit amongst our people. How you doing, man? Because when you go back, you see what I'm saying, in our history, like when we first got here, I remember our women weren't wearing pants, man. They were wearing dresses. They were covered up to the neck, turtleneck condition. You see what I'm saying? But now, we are amongst these damn heathens, and we have learned their works, as the scriptures say. Let me get that real quick. Let me get Psalms, I think it's Psalms 100. I got this on a minute. 1 second. Because that's how all this started, man. You saw he put everybody on game with this. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick. Matthew 13 and 37. And then we get this one lined up real quick. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 37. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man.
And so goes into teaching. Come on.
The field is the world.
Which we're in right now. We're in the field. Like Jake, we just have a conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? Jake, terminology crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? You're just diligent in the wrong ways. We're in the field right now. We're in the world. We're in the war right now. Keep going.
The field is the world.
Right.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
And whose world is this? It's Esau's world. You see what I'm saying? The scriptures tell you that. Go ahead.
But the tares,
so-called white man, you got it.
But the tares
are
the children of the wicked one.
You see? So those that have been taught correctly, Psalms 106 and 35. Psalms 106 and 35. Come on. You got more on that.
Come.
The people that's been sold with the good seed is those that learn correctly, right? It's like when you get something you gotta build at home, but it didn't come with the instruction manual. Man, they don't put no fucking instruction manual in here. You know what I'm saying? That happens from time to time. And that happened on a wide scale here in America with you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You didn't come with your instruction manual. The so-called white man took it away from you. And you've been built the wrong way, come to find out. To where you have men, women wearing things that pertain to men. Why? Because in the so-called white man's world, he take away the true counsel, right? He take away how things supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
Gone. The enemy that sold them is the devil.
So you will be a tare because you were sold. Read that last verse again.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 39.
Yeah.
The enemy that sold them is the devil.
No, the last verse, huh?
Previous verse?
Yeah.
It's like Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world.
Come on.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
So those have been taught the right way, came with their instruction manual. What's the instruction manual? The Bible. Come on. Apocrypha included. Come on.
But the tares
are
the children of the wicked one.
You're the children of the wicked one. You was brought up by the so-called white man. You see? They tell you in the scriptures, watch this. I'll bring this one out. This is Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You see what I'm saying? So that's you. So if you was taught by a so-called white man, you were groomed to be about lawlessness. You see what I'm saying? To be improperly built. And guess what? When you old, you're not going to depart from that. That's why the Lord needs you to start over. You see what I'm saying? It's like when somebody that never knew their parents as a child, and they show you that on these different TV shows. They go back and they go meet their parents or their dad or their mom or something like that, and they get to asking them, why weren't you there? And they pretty much always allude or actually go on to say, well, you know, we can start over, baby, and you see what I'm saying? And I missed out on my childhood, you wasn't there. That's the same thing, man. You was without your father growing up. And who was your father? The Heavenly Father. The Most High God, who people ignorantly call God, man. Yahweh. See what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord needs you to start over so he can make up for lost time. You see what I'm saying? He needs you to start over mentally. You know? Because you thought it's okay for men. Why can't women wear pants? You see what I'm saying? You're not my dad. I don't even know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that's going to happen. You got it. Come on.
Come. He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. I'm going to read it from the top. Matthew chapter 13 and 38. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one.
That's why the Lord needs to start over. Come on.
The enemy that sold them.
The enemy actually sold you. Because it tell you that let me get Deuteronomy. You got it. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Because this is what was said to you, to happen to you Israelites. Watch this. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord Yahweh
Deuteronomy 28 and the verse that
shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
In the one of all things.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So one more time on that, watch this. Listen closely. He said the enemy that sold them, you see, come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Yeah.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And it tell you who the thee is in the first chapter and the first verse. All Israel. Come on.
Again with ships.
Again with what?
With ships.
Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Come on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
So if you come from the so-called slaves that came to America, right? You come from the people that lost America to the so-called white man, right? You became a slave. You became that happened by the hand of your enemy. You were sold to your what? To your enemy. You see that? Now watch this. You got it? Let me see. Let me see your sword. You got 28 pulled up? Let me see.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord...
Thine what?
Thine enemies.
Thine what?
Thine enemies.
There you go. There go that enemy again, man. You see that?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Now hold off on that real quick. Go back to that Matthew.
Go
ahead. You can drop to 68.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 39. The enemy that sold them is the devil.
You see? The enemy that sold you is the devil, man. The so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? He taught you. How do we know that? Go ahead. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee.
Yep.
In hunger.
They're the enemy. So these are your enemies. You're hearing about the beginning, the inception of your enemy. Now watch this. In what?
In hunger.
In hunger.
And in thirst.
You're going to serve your enemy in hunger and in thirst. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. But what's the key point? Come on.
And in want of all things.
How many things?
All things.
No. Just some things.
All things.
So that includes your schooling. When you need to learn again. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's the whole point. You see? Now you got it one more time on that, brother.
Come. Matthew chapter 13, verse 39. The enemy that sold them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels.
I got something real quick.
Are you guys recording?
No, you're alright. You go ahead.
Okay.
Salaki about that. This is Hebrews 5 and 12. See if I'm gonna jump up a little bit. I'm gonna start at 11. Of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. You see what I'm saying? Because you've been groomed by a man that kept you dull and dim. You see what I'm saying? Not enlightened about certain things. But anyway, verse 12, which is the so-called white man, your enemy. It says, for when the time ye ought to be teachers, you see? For when the time ye ought to be teachers, you see that? Ye have need that one teach you again. You see? Which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. So when you're ready to teach and hell, when you're ready to have a child, the Lord is telling you right here, you need to be taught again. Because you're being put in the stead of teaching. So whether it's doing this or you raising a child, let me read it again. This is Hebrews 5:12. For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Why? Because everything you've been taught been lied to. So if whether you in this stead of going on to possibly teach, or you're raising your child again, man, the Lord is telling us that we need to be, when the time comes that you need to teach, you need to be taught again. You see? Because if you're a so-called Hispanic, Black, or Native American Indian, you have been lied to. Because why? If you don't, let's say instead of being a parent, right? You have a little girl, you was groomed by a so-called white man, right? If you weren't raised being taught that you a Hebrew Israelite, man, you was sold by the evil one, man, by your enemy. Because how you a Hebrew Israelite, right? But grew up not knowing you a Hebrew Israelite. Because the so-called white man taught you lies instead. He taught you was black, he taught you was Hispanic, he taught you was a Native American, he taught you was an Indian, man. You see what I'm saying? No, you're a Hebrew Israelite. And we know this to be true because even when you go into so-called Native American Indians history, they had tons of Native American Indian children taken off the boarding school, cut their hair. You see what I'm saying? Took them from their ways, took them from their parents. You see what I'm saying? I got the pictures, man. You want to see the pictures? Let's get the pictures. You see what I'm saying? So my point being, when you come into the time of being a parent, that's the act of possibly getting ready to teach. You need to be taught again because you grew up thinking you was a Native American Indian. Guess what? That's not true. You was lied to. You was sold. That's a sign you've been sold by your enemy. How don't you know this? Because you were sold by your enemy. You see that? So, what you gonna end up doing? Well, the teachings that came from your enemy is that women can wear pants. That's against what the scriptures say. So when you get in the stead of possibly of needing to teach again, what you gonna do? You gonna teach that to other people. That's how the so-called white man keeps his world running. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna teach that to your daughter. Now she out here in leggings. You see that? Showing her figure all off. You see what I'm saying? That's against what the Lord says, man. Let's jump back to that Deuteronomy 22:5. Bible for sure. You know?
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Yep.
The woman.
The what?
The woman.
Come on.
Shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
See that? So what's something that pertains to a man that a woman can wear? Pants, man. Now who the hell taught a woman she can wear pants? The so-called white man. These women out of order out here, man. You see what I'm saying? You don't hear that saying who wears the pants in the relationships anymore. Both of y'all do. You see? And that's the truth. And that's the things that's why they hated so-called Jesus, man. Because these are the things he came down and said. You see what I'm saying? It's the mentality he was putting out here. Like, look at y'all, man. You're a bunch of clowns right now. You know? No one has their role. It's a little more than that. You got it.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
You see? So a man can't wear what's pertaining to a woman. You got dudes out here wearing kilts and skirts and all this other crap. You see what I'm saying? That's against the Heavenly Father's way, man. Let me get Proverbs 18:4.
I say that's something you seen Jaden Smith promoting.
Exactly. Because who sold him? His enemy. Who sold first? Jaden Smith just now growing up. Exactly. So who was his teachers? Who was his first teachers? His parents. You see? Did his parents know who the hell they were? No. That's why you got Will Smith in the movie 6 Degrees of Separation going crazy. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got that. Your enemy sold you, man. You got it. I want the part where it say counsel. Counsel is mine. I think it's 16. 8 and 16. Counsel is mine. Probably 8 and 14, 8 and 6 on one. Definitely 8 time. Counsel is mine. I am understanding.
Hi, Kira. I can see your family really well.
8 and 15, 8 and 16. Let me see.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Con. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 14. Counsel is mine.
What is counsel? You see? Counsel is his, man. You see that? Counsel is what? Instruction. That's what counsel is, man. Come on.
And sound wisdom.
And see, and sound wisdom. And what is wisdom? It's the same thing as counsel. When you getting counsel, you getting wisdom. You're getting told what's the best move for you to make. You see what I'm saying? You're talking to your angel. That's counsel. He's giving you wisdom, the wisdom of this world. He's not giving you the wisdom of the Father. Let me get Proverbs 15 and 33 real quick. What is wisdom? You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing as counsel.
And 33.
Con.
This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 33.
Yep.
The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom.
You see? Wisdom instructs you. That's what wisdom is. You see? Come on.
And before honor is humility.
So there you go. So let's jump back now. Let's go back to what we just reading. Deuteronomy 20:25.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Yeah.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man,
Yep.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
You see, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. But that's all you see. Young Thug, Kevin Hart, Martin Shanae. You see what I'm saying? And that's why these dudes messed up in the head now. You see? Because they defied their heavenly Father, man. They were sold by the wicked one.
Jamie Foxx, Wanda. We can keep going, man.
That's right,
So I
man.
just alluded to, what the scripture said.
Exactly.
Against really.
So here go your proof.
Bunch of clowns.
Let me get 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21. Scripture say prove all things. See that? You might not be able to see this. No, you can. See, these are so-called Native American Indians. Boarding school, man. That so-called white man did to him. That's what he did to him, man. See him? And look, there go the so-called white man right there. Like these his kids. You see? So that's why the Father said, when you have time, when the time comes that ye ought to be teachers again, you have need that want to teach you again. So whether that's you being in this state or you being a parent, you need to be taught again. Because you was possibly sold by your enemy if you walking around talking about you're a so-called Hispanic or Native American Indian or black. You're gonna end up teaching that baby lies. And the Lord ain't gonna have no pleasure in that child, man. Let me get Isaiah 9 and 16.
Let me bring this Thessalonians.
Of course. Let me get Isaiah 9 and 16. Come on.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21.
Yeah.
Prove all things,
See that?
hold fast that which is good.
So that's why I put it to the screen. You gotta prove all things, man. You see that? You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16.
Yep.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
And that's your parents. Your parents lead you. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Proverbs 19 and 27. Come on. Come on.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
Come on.
Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men.
And they're who, men?
In their young men.
They're young men. That's your children. Because that baby went on and learned lies. You see? But the Lord needs you to start over. You go ahead and finish that up.
Neither shall have mercy on their fatherless
See that?
and widows.
See that? See that? Lord ain't gonna have no, Lord not gonna care that you a single parent. The Lord ain't gonna care about that child not having his father. You see what I'm saying? Because the way is here. You see? There really is no excuse. That's why I ain't gonna have no mercy, he's saying. Because there's no excuse. Let me get Isaiah, you're gonna drop that and jump to Isaiah 30 and 20. Go ahead and bring that out, brother.
Con. This Proverbs chapter 19, verse 27.
Come on.
Cease, my son,
My who?
my son,
There you go.
to hear the instruction that cause it to err from the words of knowledge.
That's the word. That's man's wisdom. You see what I'm saying? He wants you to stop hearing man's wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Let me get 1 Corinthians 3 and 20. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20.
Come on.
And though the Lord give you bread of adversity
Yep.
and the water of affliction,
Because that's a hard thing to go through, being a single parent. You see what I'm saying? Child not having, you know, because a woman don't know. Because a woman is supposed to learn from her man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and finish that. We'll get something else real quick. Come on.
yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
That's why he ain't gonna have no mercy, because there is no excuse. You see what I'm saying? There's no mercy to be given, because there's no excuse for you. Come on.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
And he know you seen where this, he know you seen the example of where your excuse is no longer there for you. You know, I know you seen the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I know your sis told you, you see what I'm saying? I know. You can't play me, you see? So your baby gonna get shot down, and you gonna go on and be whatever you gonna be, until I take you up out here. Let me go ahead and get that 1 Corinthians 3 and 20. And let me get it was something else I wanted to get. And read that first part again real quick.
And though the Lord
Last verse. 20. Just take it from top.
Huh.
Come on.
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teacher be removed into a corner anymore.
Forget it. I forgot it. You got it. Go ahead.
Come on. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are in vain.
You see that? You see that? Because that's man's wisdom. Jump up to, keep going.
Come on.
See, that's beautiful.
Therefore,
Jump up a couple verses.
I'm going to 48,
Where you at?
3 and 20. That's what I just read.
You say you're going to go to 48.
I said 48.
No, you got it.
18.
Come
So
on,
like,
go.
this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Let no man deceive himself.
That's it.
If any man among you seemeth to be wise
That's what I want. Come on.
in this world,
Yep.
let him become a fool.
See? So if you really truly really be wise, throw away everything you know. You see, start over. If you, because the wisdom in this world is foolishness, man. Come on. And what is wisdom again? Instruction. Come on.
That he may be wise.
AKA counsel. You see that he may be wise. See that? Come on.
For the wisdom of this world
For the wisdom of this world, come on.
is foolishness with
who?
the Most High.
With who?
With the Most High.
Yeah, how about Shemel Shah, man? You
Come
see
on.
that? You don't know who that is. You never met your father. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
For it is written,
Come on.
he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
And that's how it happens, man. These niggas, let me get read that one more time, brother, that last verse you just read.
Come on. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. Yehovah Hashem Yahweh Shai. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
I got something real quick. This is Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You see that? Because that's what the man thinks in his head, man. So one more time on that.
Come on. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
For the wisdom of this world
Mm-hmm.
is foolishness
You see?
with God.
Yeah, with the Most High, man. You see that? That's why the Lord needs you to start over and get rid of this, man. Because the ways, man's wisdom, what he tell you to do, the shit that gets you killed with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? That's why he said it's foolishness with the Most High. Let me get Psalms 5 and 5. This Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You see that? I got something else. This is Ezekiel 33 and 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord. What you got? What you grabbing?
Psalms 5 and 5.
Okay, kind. So before we bring this out, so as the brother just read, you throw away. You got to start over. You see what I'm saying? You got to start over. You know, when you coming into a stead of teaching, because you probably was sold by your enemy who taught you lies. He mistaught you, and you gonna go on to teach more people ways of foolishness. You see, you gonna teach them the wisdom of this world. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna get people killed. Yeah. That's gonna get the little boy judged. That's why our little dudes keep getting judged, little boys and girls keep getting judged, and then the parents get dead as judged. That's why the Lord said He ain't gonna have no pleasure. Why? Because the wisdom that you teaching them, aka the instruction you giving them, right, is foolishness. You see? And foolish don't stand in the Most High sight. You got it?
Psalms chapter 5 and verse 5. The foolish,
What?
the foolish
See that?
shall not stand in thy sight.
You see? They're not going to stand. Meaning, because when you get the Spirit put on you, you arise. You see what I'm saying? You arise, man. You stand up. Let me get Micah 2 and 10. And let me get Micah 2 and 10 first.
Let me finish this.
Yeah, one more time on that.
Come on. Psalms 5 and 5.
Come on.
The foolish
Yep.
shall not stand in thy sight.
You see that?
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
You got that? Come on.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10.
Come on.
Arise ye and depart.
Do what?
Arise ye and depart.
So that means have a backbone. You stand up. You see that? So how can you stand if the Lord has killed you? You see what I'm saying? Let me get Proverbs. Let me get Psalm 60 and 10. Because Moab going into slavery, man, and he just proud as hell. You fucking Chinese people gonna die going into slavery. Come on, okay? So-called Chinese. Read that out. Psalm 60 and 10, man. Come on. Walking past, everybody else got manners. He walking past like he own the fucking world, man. Come on. Psalm 60 and 10, man. You got it. Quick on the sword. Quick on the sword. Quick on the sword. Come on.
This is Psalms chapter 60 and verse 10.
Get the Moab part. Is that it? Give me Moab.
Come
on.
Psalm 60 and 8.
Come on.
Moab.
Who?
Moab.
There you go.
Is my wash pot.
This is what?
Is my wash pot.
Look, now he got his head up. But when he walked past, he looking down all in front of them like he just... You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Read that again.
Psalm 60 and 8.
Yep.
Moab
Yep.
is my wash pot.
You a damn wash pot, man. So Moab was used to bring the coronavirus, which is killing millions of people as the so-called white man has it. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because Moab is the Lord's wash pot. You see? So the Lord, you can cook and you can clean with a wash pot. So the Lord is killing the earth, right? He's killing the bacteria. He's killing the dirtiness, right? He's cleaning this place up. He's making amends. He's having people making amends by dying by the so-called coronavirus. You see what I'm saying? Because of Moab, all because of the so-called little Chinese dude. You see?
What do Trump call the virus? The China virus?
Yeah, the China virus. Damn, the Hong Kong flu. You see? Come on. Bring that up. One more time.
Psalm 60 and verse 8.
Yep.
Moab is my wash pot.
No, I think he called it Kung Flu.
Sorry.
Yeah, he didn't say Kung Fu, he said Kung Flu. Come on. Y'all, hey man, these people gonna be, they in for a rude awakening with Trump not being in office no more. Because Joe Biden about to be a real devil, man. He about to be a real devil.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later, man. I was going to the thought of pretty much what we was going over last night.
Come on, brother.
How you doing,
Over
man?
Edom will I cast out my shoe.
You see, over Edom will he cast out his shoe. What does that mean? See that? People don't have a clue. We can go into it. But Edom will get their ass kicked. In other words, you see what I'm saying? You don't know what that means? Let me get Isaiah 63 and 1. Let's see what it means, man. Jump to 4.
Drop this shit.
Yeah, you grab it. No, hold it. That's the point.
63 and 1.
Yep. Start at 4. Matter of fact, let me get 1 and then jump to 3.
Come on.
Right?
This Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is that cometh from Edom?
From where?
From Edom,
See that? Come on.
with dyed garments from Basra.
Okay.
What is
the dyed garments? Why is it dyed? Because the Lord has just got done killing these people. Come on.
Done. With dyed garments from Basra.
Yep.
This that is glorious in his apparel.
Jump down to 4.
Isaiah chapter 63, verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
Jump to 3. Salaki.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 63, verse 3.
Yep.
I have trodden.
He have what?
Trodden.
Come on.
The winepress alone.
You see that? Come on.
And of the people there was none with me.
What does trodden mean?
Something else.
Have you ever seen how wine is made? You see that? So that's how the Lord's garment is dyed. He's going to stomp out Edom. So that's why I say it's in Psalms 5. Come on. Psalm 5. Salaki, 60 and 8.
Fine.
Come on.
Psalm 16 verse 8.
Yep.
Moab is my washpot.
Come on.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
You see? That's his shoe. He gonna stomp Edom out, man. But you got so-called Chinese men walking past proud. He gonna pay for that, man. The Lord's not happy about that, man. You see? He's not happy about that.
Hey guys.
You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you got it, brother.
Isaiah.
Yeah, come.
Isaiah chapter 63, verse 3.
Matter of fact, hold that. Let's get this. So he walked past proud, right? Yeah, go do your research, buddy. Let me get Micah 4 and 11. Matter of fact, I got it. This is Micah 4 and 11. I'm gonna start at 10. It says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion." So you Israelites, we suffer just to make ends meet. It says, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city. That's what's getting ready to happen. We getting ready to go forth out of this city. You see what I'm saying? Because it's madness here, man. The elect is going to go forth, man. And thou, the hopeful elect, and thou shalt dwell in the field. You see, what's the field again? Let's keep going. It says, and thou shalt go even to Babylon, and there shalt thou be delivered. You see? So it's like history back and forth. He's like, in this verse, he's showing us the end, but then he's showing us the beginning. But then he's showing us what happened while we're there. You see what I'm saying? Just listen to how that played out. It says, there shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. You see, they go to enemies again, man. Why? Because you lied to. If you get left in this place, Israel will never wake up. And Israel are the Lord's teachers. Israel is how everyone on earth gets direction, because Israel is the Lord's rod. Let me get Jeremiah 12 and 10, I think. Matter of fact, yeah, 12 and 10. See real quick. You can drop it.
Come on.
1 second on that. Let me make sure that's right.
No, I was just saying you dropped Isaiah 30 and 20.
Yeah, of course. No, that. No, that ain't it. Damn, what is it? We'll come back to it. It's all good. But anyway, because we on Moab right now. It says, there shalt thou be delivered. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. So if we left here, the earth never goes on to be directed by the Lord, because the scriptures tell you that that Israel is the Lord's inheritance, man. You see, Jacob is the rod. It's his rod. You see what I'm saying? It says, what do you do with a rod? You direct. You see that? A rod is also is another word for a staff. You see? Now it says, now also many nations are gathered against thee. You see that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion. You see? So that's why he walked past so proud, because that's the mentality of these people. You see what I'm saying? That's a mentality of a lot of these people, I'll say. It says, but they know not the thoughts of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. It says, neither understand they his counsel. You see, his instruction. They're going to the counsel again. It says, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. You see, arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron. Right? That's going into king. Right? Kingship, if you will. It says, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. You see what I'm saying? So he walking past proud now, and he don't know the same people he walked past proud, like, with no respect. You can just see it in his spirit. You know what I'm saying? And he finished, man, according to the word. That ain't all I wanted, though.
I said before he had walked past, he had dropped some shit.
Oh, I didn't even see that part. This is I'm gonna jump to 8. It says this is chapter 5, verse 8. I'm gonna start at 7. It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as the showers upon the grass. You see? So the grass is these heathens, man. Let me get Isaiah 40 and 6, I believe.
I'm not.
It said, let me get all flesh is grass. I think that's what it is. I think it's 40. I think it's Isaiah 40.
It's 40. I got it.
Go ahead.
This Isaiah chapter 40, verse 6.
Yep, that's it.
The voice said,
The what?
the voice said,
Come on.
cry.
Cry, meaning lift up, meaning recite, meaning read the word. Come on.
And he said, what shall I cry?
Yep.
All flesh is grass.
It's what?
It's grass.
So all you people are grass. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
And all the goodliness,
And all the what?
the goodliness
Come on.
thereof
Yep.
is as all, Salak, is as the flower of the field.
Now jumping back. This is Micah 4 and 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as a dew from the Lord, as a dew from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, as the showers upon the grass. You see? We're gonna be on you people like white on rice, man. Like dew on grass. It says that tarrieth not for a man, you see, nor waited for the sons of men. So once it's time, it's like once it's time to rain, the rain comes down, it doesn't wait on anybody. You see what I'm saying? Once it's time for us to be, that's why he said arise. You see in the spiritual, the beginning stages of that now, just by teaching. Just like he said, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So we killing the so-called white man in doctrine first, because that's how he killed us first. Right. Then he started physically killing us. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen eventually to you. Now this is a verse, that's the next part. It says, in the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest. You see? And who's the number one, who's the king of the jungle? Lions. It says, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off. This is verse 15. and I will execute vengeance and anger upon and I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. That's what's getting ready to happen, man. You know? These people don't have anything clues getting ready to happen on what's going on, man. Gonna be running through these people like Brendan Bryant was running through their damn house. You know what I'm saying?
Some moral hair for you to grab it.
I mean, that was the point. Come on, you got it.
It says the grass withered, the flower faded,
yep.
But the word of our Lord shall stand forever.
Yeah. So that goes back to the point. Yeah. Let me get 1 Peter 1:25 since you grabbed that there. That goes right back to our point. So now we done with the heathen. He's been executed. His judgment is written. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get the other scripture. But anyway,
we dropped the Psalm 60.
Yeah, you can drop it. But anyway, you got the Lord's. We're gonna have to read that verse you just read one more time too, brother.
Okay. Bring it out.
22.
Don't drop 22. Come on.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 25. But the word of the Lord endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached.
No. Bring the other one out first. Salaki.
Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 8.
Yep.
The grass withereth.
So this leads us back to our point we was just making. Come on.
The grass withereth.
The grass withereth.
The flower faded.
Right? You people die. You people get played out, your ways and traditions. Come on.
But the word of the Most High shall stand forever.
So that's why the Lord said, the foolish shall not stand in his sight, man. That's why he gonna go on to kill. It's just folly going on out here, man. And he's not having any mercy on these people because there's no excuse. You see what I'm saying? Look, all these people on the earth are teachers. We was having a conversation about that. Like, everybody has a lot in coaching. You see what I'm saying? Look, whether you know it or not, when little kids get together, they coach each other. When you with somebody else's child, you're coaching. When you with your friends and brothers or whoever it may be, sisters, you're coaching each other. You see, when old buddies get together, they're coaching each other. When the damn so-called white man get on the TV with his suit on, he's coaching people. That's teaching. So you got a nation of fools, right? If the first person to teach, right, passed on that word, that seed, and then that person passed it on, and thus how you got all these people now doing that, you see what I'm saying? That's, go back to the inception, it was foolish. So all those people gotta die. You see what I'm saying? They won't receive the mercy of the Lord because it's a batch that he always keeps to the side because the Lord is holy. You see what I'm saying? So even he got a holy nation, but amongst his holy nation, he got the holy amongst the holy nation. You see what I'm saying? He always does that, man. How he gets it done, he just does. You see what I'm saying? You have some slaves that came over here and escaped soon as they got over here. Immediately. Why is that? Because that's who the Lord had mercy on. You see what I'm saying? Everybody didn't get, you know what I'm saying, ass naked, shackled up, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get everybody, man. We'd be damn fools to think that. Ain't no balance in that, man. Some niggas got out. You know what I'm saying? That's like they couldn't break everybody's spirit. Harriet Tubman. You see what I'm saying? It's impossible. The Lord always leave a batch, man. It's all throughout history, so this word stays true. My point being, your kid's gonna get punished, man, because the Lord said when you have a time that comes that it's time for you to teach or open your mouth or give somebody some advice, you need to go get taught again. Because you probably gonna teach somebody some lies. You see what I'm saying? And that person ain't gonna be able to stand in the Lord's sight. In other words, they're gonna get put to death. Which is why we got the Micah 2:10, arise and depart. Because if you having a rose, that means you laying 6 feet. You see what I'm saying? You dead. Let me get Ezekiel 37. what? Psalm 26. We gotta bring that up.
On 37 and
Let me get one.
God. This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. The hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
All right, jump to 3.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can those bones live? And I answered, O Lord God.
Now where are bones at? Bones is on the graves. You see what I'm saying? Are bones standing? No. Bones themselves, with nothing else. Are they standing? No. You got people, some stuff called Halloween, where people got skeletons standing. You see what I'm saying? Which is more folly. You see? Come on. But that's not supposed to be. Bones don't stand. That's why this is written. So how blasphemous is it to have a skeleton hanging up in your shop, selling it to people? A skeleton standing up. You see what I'm saying? That don't exist. I'm talking about bones itself. You don't see that. Come on. How you doing, man?
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 3.
Yep.
And he said unto me,
Yep.
Son of man,
Yep.
can these bones live?
Yep.
And I answered, O Lord, Howard, thou knowest.
Thou knowest. Come on.
Again,
Come on.
he said unto me,
Yep.
prophesy upon these bones,
Meaning give them my words.
and say unto them,
Yep.
O ye dry bones,
You see?
hear the word of the Most High.
So that's the point. It's not really bones that he's talking about. It's people likened unto bones. You might as well be dead because you're in a dead state of mind. You don't know who you are. You see what I'm saying? So it's a similitude. Come on.
Come. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Yep.
Howard,
Yep.
unto these bones,
Yep.
behold,
Yep.
I will cause breath to enter into you,
Yep.
and ye shall live.
You see that? Now watch this. Come on.
And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you,
See that? Come on.
and cover you with skin,
See that? Come on.
and put breath in you.
See that? Now watch this.
And,
That's showing you those bones are not living. But really, it's not talking about bones for real. It's talking about people likened unto that condition. Come on.
and ye shall live,
You see? Come on.
and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
And that's point proving that bones don't stand. You see that? Stand. Boy, it's gonna say it. Watch this. Come on.
Come.
Excuse us.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded,
Now watch this.
and as I prophesied, there was a noise,
Watch this.
and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
Come on.
And when I beheld, lo,
Yep.
the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Now watch this. Come on.
Then said he unto me,
They ain't had the rest of it yet. Come on.
prophesy unto the wind,
Yep.
prophesy, son of man,
Yep.
and say to the wind,
Yep.
thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy power,
The wind is likened unto the spirit. Come on.
come from the four winds, O breath,
Yep.
and breathe upon these slain, and they may live.
You see what I'm saying? So that's talking about the angels. You see what I'm saying? Because the angels, let's talk about Revelation. You know, that's actually how you get ministered to. You know, you got men with angels on them, and the angels is opening them up to a men to speak. You see what I'm saying? But until an angel do that, you're not gonna be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? For many reasons. Come on.
God. Then he said unto me, that's a lot. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 10.
So when you get it, because the angel whispered the understanding in your ear. You see what I'm saying? Simply probably through a man breaking it down to you. Come on.
So I prophesied as he commanded me,
Because the angel's on him. Come on.
and the breath came into them, and they lived,
And they live. Come on.
and stood up
And
upon
they
their
did
feet,
And they did what?
and stood up.
See, bones don't stand. You see that? So until they got that spirit, they got the whole, pretty much they ate the roll. You see what I'm saying? They got what it completely was about. That's why he said flesh, sinews. You see what I'm saying? and all these different things, but they still didn't stand because they didn't have the breath in them yet. You see what I'm saying? Because if you go back to Genesis, the Lord said he breathed upon Adam and he became a living soul. Paraphrasing, man. So the spirit is likened unto wind, air, you see, breath. Come on.
Time. And they lived and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army.
See that? So that goes back to my point of how I was saying we brought the Micah 2 and 10 out. Arise.
Time.
You see them? Stand. Live. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When you standing up for something, that means you got a spirit on you. And that's how you know these people getting spirits put on them. And all hell about to break loose in America. Because the Lord is putting these spirits on these people to where they standing up. Let me get Sirach 15 and 16, and let me get Sirach 39 and 28. Spirit just flip real quick. And then we're gonna go back to the point again.
You said 37 and 48?
Because this is what the Lord gotta bring, because you people don't deserve his mercy. Because you want to keep you didn't want to be excused or pardoned. You didn't want your sin pardoned. The Lord like, you know I'm about to bust heads, right? And he like, so? You see what I'm saying? You like, so? That's basically everybody doing. So we out here telling you, and the Lord saying that. The Lord like, yo, you know I'm about to bust heads, right? I'm about to bust skulls open. Babies, women, children, you see, men. That's what you about to do. And people like, so? Okay. Especially you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. So now the Lord got to bring the pain. Come on.
Hold a second, Salaki.
39 and 28, Sirach, and Sirach 15 and 16. Second Ezra 15 and 16, Salaki. Second Ezra 15 and 16, and Sirach 39 and 28.
Come
on.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16.
Come on.
But there shall be sedition among men,
Yep.
and invading one another.
Come on.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Now watch this. Come on.
And the course of their actions
Shall do what?
shall stand.
Shall what?
Shall stand
You see that? Come on.
in their power.
In their power. How? Because they're getting spirits put upon them. So that's when people stand up. That's when people go out and protest. That's when people go out and march. That's when people burn down your precincts. They tired of it. They standing up. They sick of it, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Genesis 49 and start at 7. Go ahead, brother. 39 and 28.
Come
on.
This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28.
Yep.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
See that? And that's the spirit is what, that's the breath, that's the wind. That's what allowed the bones to get up and stand. You see what I'm saying? So when you get a spirit put on you, you standing up. So you couldn't be out here if the Lord didn't put a spirit on you. You out here, we're standing up doing this, literally. We're not sitting down in a chair. We're not in the damn pulpit. You see what I'm saying? A modern pulpit, if you will. You see what I'm saying? One more time on that, brother.
Con. Sirach chapter 39, verse 28.
Yep.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance,
Come on.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Then the Lord said he was gonna give the heathen in Micah 5. He said he was gonna lay upon the heathen his anger, his fury, his vengeance upon such they have never heard. You see what I'm saying? Because how he gonna do it? And why he gonna do it? Because you out here making people foolish. You're the enemy. And you taught his kids, you took his kids away from him. You see what I'm saying? And that's why he gotta kill him, because the Lord is just. He gives you work according to your hands, man. You see what I'm saying? So you got little girls growing up wearing pants. You see what I'm saying? The Lord gonna judge her ass, man. Because that's the work of her hands. He don't care somebody talking to her. Really what he gonna do, he probably give her a chance by letting her hear it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But he ain't gotta do that either, because either way, dude has said that on the comment board. Does a father pay for the sins of the father? Well, in that case, how the hell we generationally cursed then? And how do you create generational ones? You people don't know what the hell you be talking about, man. In certain circumstances, you have no clue what you're talking about, man. No clue what you're talking about. Come on.
Con. Sirach chapter 39, verse 28.
One thing, because he read one scripture, that's the end all be all. don't you know it's balance in everything? You see what I'm saying? The Lord do what he want ultimately. Shit, he just revealed a little bit, man. Come on.
Con,
That you don't get.
there be spirits
Max.
that are created
Yep.
for vengeance,
Come on.
which in their fury
Yep.
lay on sore strokes.
That same fury the Lord spoke about. They do what?
Lay on sore strokes.
That's a whooping. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna actually be put upon the Israelites first and foremost. A sore stroke is likened unto a whooping. You see? And it comes in the form of a judgment. So if the Lord flip your car over, that's a sore stroke. Because he's whooping you. You see what I'm saying? He didn't kill you though. You see what I'm saying? He just flipped your car over. Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you in the neck brace. Like the dog got judged. You see what I'm saying? The dog just walked past with the neck cast on.
Right.
Really, they put those things on their head so they don't bump into stuff too. But a lot of times it be because they hurt their neck. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Con.
Come on.
In the time of destruction,
Yep.
they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
See? That's how the Lord gets his recompense back. He send the spirits down, the angels down, left hand, right hand, and they carry out what he wants done. When it's time to give out whoopings, he send the left hand angels down. Or the right hand angels. Really, you ain't nobody seen the whoopings of the right hand angels just yet. You seeing it right now. We giving whoopings on people. People don't even try to argue no more. You see what I'm saying? And if they do, it's not even really an argument. It's just you be coming up to the house of the Lord, running your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about, man. And you're gonna get cut. And that's gonna be it. We ain't seen the damn the choir boys. I don't know how long, man. They gone.
They still in surgery trying to patch it up, trying to find where the scars are.
They finished. They waiting on slavery.
Yeah, they believe they believe they in heaven.
Or dying. You know what I'm saying? But they finna get it. And that's that fury he said that he was gonna lay upon them. He said, I'm gonna lay upon such as you've never heard. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you didn't hear this. Because you in your head you think America's gonna last forever. That's what you said out of your own mouth. You said.
It's not gonna happen.
Lord got something for you, man.
No.
So that's those same spirits is the same spirits that allows people to stand up and fight and go out protest and riot and burn down your precincts and be like, no, I'm standing for my rights. I got the right to bear arms. You see what I'm saying? They're ready to go to war. Because the Lord got these spirits, they're like a bunch of pit bulls, the owners slapping across their head. You see what I'm saying? And they just imagine a ton of pit bulls lined up with chains. And the owner just making them all go crazy. He going back and forth. Really, he's sitting. He got his workers going back and forth. They slapping the shit out of him. The spirit jump on them. You know what I'm saying? But instead of in the form of doing that, the angel jump on him, and this nigga go up, and he gonna get his gun license. You see what I'm saying? He gonna get a chopper. You see what I'm saying? He go to the gun range.
Exactly.
He on YouTube.
Work all that.
Yeah, he nigga working out. He ready to. You see what I'm saying?
He legit in this world.
You got people at home making their little protest signs. That's the angels jumping on them to bring forth that vengeance the Lord talked about, man. America's doomed, and it's gonna be led by the so-called blacks. That's why they're pushing everything to do so-called Black Lives Matter. But you're not black, you're the Israelites. Come on, you got it.
This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 7. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce.
Where you at?
Genesis 49 and 7.
Start at 8.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8.
Come on,
Judah,
come on.
thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Yep.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
So it's eventually gonna happen. Come on, it happened, but it's gonna happen how according to the Lord's will completely. Judah is likened unto a lion, man. Lions don't really lose to anybody. Come on.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Yep.
Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down.
He did what?
He stooped down.
So Judah didn't stand up no more at a point in time. You see what I'm saying? He stooped down. See that? from the men to the women. Everybody stoop down. But eventually they're going to get rolls up and to put these people in slavery. Come on.
He couched as a lion.
Yep. He couched as you a whole lion and you can imagine if they start seeing that on Discovery Channel. Damn lions hiding from gazebos and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just Judah did. Yes sir. The zebra slapped the lion and shit. Yes sir.
It's funny they got like the old, one of them old cartoons. They got a lion like that. You know what I'm saying? He an old couching lion. You know what I'm saying? He lost his flair. I'm gonna try to find it.
Yes sir. The damn zebra slapped the hell out of him. He said, "What?" You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He stooped down. He couched as a lion and as an old lion.
And as an old lion, because obviously lions age. You see what I'm saying? They do age.
Who shall rise him up?
Let me get Jeremiah 51 and 6. See? So who gonna rouse them up? So Judah's gonna be led to bring this place down, man. Why? Because you got a lot of people that are written to not receive mercy because they want to keep being fools and keep sowing wicked seeds. So that's why the whole world is just full of nothing but wickedness. That's why you don't see nothing but majority Israelites walking around with lime green hair and freeing the nipple, you know what I'm saying? And men wearing dresses and men with their hair all long and it's dyed and you see what I'm saying? And niggas singing auto-tune and all this other crap. Everybody on drugs. Why? Because they was all taught they were sold by the wicked one, man. They were sold by the enemy. And they, guess what? These same people having children. And they little kids getting on four-wheelers tossing.
I'm gonna bring it up.
She gonna let me, you know what I'm saying? She gonna let me do this. She gonna let me do that. You know? Like, what did you talk about, man?
So, God bless you guys.
All right, man.
This.
Let's show a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Come.
It's crazy, man. It's nuts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, he said I ain't gonna have no mercy on this young man. Look, dude told him, she gonna let me do this. She gonna let me do it. Like, what do you? I seen Vaughn in the damn video. He gone now, rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? He the Lord, cause here's your people damn. You think niggas still talking shit about a person when they die, cause they think he going to hell. She going to hell. He already went through hell, man. He's at rest now. He alright, man. Yeah, we just talking about from the edification side, the life that was lived. You see what I'm saying? But he's not that person anymore. You see? You people still turning up the vine like he up there with dread still doing this, talking on phone number, on gang. That don't exist, man. The Lord's not having that up there, man. You could best believe he knows that he know more than us. You can believe that. He know more than us. Think he's still up there drilling. You know what I'm saying? I seen comments once talking about some damn, man, you think Russell calling on, he gonna run into the ops up there. You think they laid down the ops? The Lord gonna kill you fucking niggas, bro. I hope he kill every last one of you niggas, bro. Goddamn demons. Saying that. You just say any damn thing. I can see, like I say crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't let anything come out of your mouth when it comes to the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? But they say the tongue is unruly, man. Who can tame it? You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have control of your spirit, man. Because the tongue is slip and do everything, man. Look at Esau. This nigga, he losing left and right every time he open his mouth. That nigga tongue. Cause why? If I put oil on the ground, won't I slip? You see what I'm saying? Then they say his words are smoother than butter, softer than oil. You see that? That nigga slip every time he talk, man. He's like, I don't know, it's slow. The coronavirus isn't real. Like he got Tourette's.
You bring it right back.
He said, "Lick my got you."
Give me an eye.
Yeah. That's that, man. They said, God bless America, and you're the Israelites, blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. That's basically how the Lord can have them start doing it.
What? So what's that?
Yeah, they be like, that's how they be on live air. Like when Max Kellerman came out, he was basically, I understand that Kyrie, like you can see him losing control of his mind.
It was complete.
He's
like,
like, what is
faith
happening?
was ours.
Yeah.
Like I'm bringing it out. I'm not meaning.
You guys are set up to distract me.
He
They
said-
cut him off air.
It was like they was like.
Yeah, they made the same look out there. It was like, what the f***? Like, is he a fake Jew?
God,
So, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, that's like
So
ultimate.
the whole time you see him like he not even looking at the camera no more. He like
Lord
basically
took him.
Yeah,
he
Lord.
like looking up in his head like
Yeah. Lord took him, man.
Must be stuck there like
Yeah.
Lord probably nodded his head. Angels. You know what I'm saying? This sound crazy, man. Lord, it's like a puppy show or something, man. Lord up there just, you know what I'm
look,
saying?
that's like he don't even gotta do that. He probably just sitting there like
Yeah, exactly. He's nodding his head because he's just a boss. He probably ain't say nothing.
Exactly.
But the Lord got emotions, because that's how we got emotions, man. That should be scary to
See,
see.
he said like when the angels are asking him, go ahead, proceed.
Yeah.
It's very straight to it.
The Lord is the most in control entity to ever exist. The only entity to ever exist. You see what I'm saying? And he real in control. So he ain't, if he don't want to show emotion, he don't have to. He like that in control. Want to just win the championship, you won't know. You see what I'm saying? That's how you got spirits like Kawhi Leonard.
Exactly.
Like, damn, bro, do you feel anything? Like, damn, this nigga broke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ask him a real sentimental question, he just sitting there like
yeah.
He's like,
Right.
he look up at you like
Him and Derrick Rose.
he was like, that's Kawhi. It's like, who is Kawhi Leonard? This is Kawhi. You know?
Right. That's just like,
Hi.
but yeah, let's go ahead and bring it up. What we have?
Psalms 106,
He had something.
I got it.
Let's go ahead and bring it up.
Jeremiah 51:6.
Come.
Go ahead and bring it up.
It's Isaiah chapter 51, verse 6.
That was all. Did we finish what you was just reading?
Yeah, because I was in the apostle.
Sirach and yeah, Con. So yeah, man. So that we went into that. You got it. You move on.
Come.
I,
It was
Jeremiah 51:6.
I like it. I got it. It's Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 6.
Yep.
It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity.
See that? Come on.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
That vengeance is good. See that? Come on.
He will render unto her a recompense.
Yeah, see, we're gonna recompense, man. Why? Because this place is set up with teachers of lies, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the Lord not dealing with that, man. You know?
Wow.
And really he mad because his
You know,
children-
it's always
Let me get Micah 6 and 1.
Bring it out.
No, let him take that from the top. Matter of fact, go ahead. You bring it up, and then I can break it down. Go ahead. Explain it.
This is Micah chapter 6 and verse 1. Hear ye now what the Lord Yahweh saith. Arise, contend thou before the mountains,
They're going to rise. See that? Come on.
and let the hills hear thy voice.
What's that, what?
And let the hills hear thy voice.
And let the hills hear thy voice. Come on.
Hear ye, O mountains,
That's these people that think they're on the level, the hills. You see, let the hills hear that voice. You see what I'm saying? And then you can link that with Isaiah 40 and 4. Go ahead. Come on.
The Lord's controversy.
This is the point. This we explain this right here. Go ahead. What's this? Verse 2? Come on.
The Lord's controversy.
What is the controversy? Go ahead. You go into the word. Go ahead.
And ye strong foundations of the earth.
Yep.
For the Lord has a controversy with his people.
You see? So you got it. What is a controversy? The Lord saying he has a controversy with his people, and obviously with the hills and the mountains. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the link up right there, the 40 and 40. Come on. You gonna have to bring that out, and then you can read that.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 4. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low, and the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. You can bring that back out. Start from 1.
Micah chapter 6 and verse 1. Hear ye now what the Lord saith. Arise.
Arise again.
Contend thou before the mountains.
Those mountains, those high places. Mountains also being likened to people in high places, you know, so-called, you know, the white man, or I mean anybody that feels like they're above, or they're good here, you know, they see this hell on earth as heaven. Go ahead.
Let the hills hear thy voice.
The hills, that's more high places. Hear thy voice. Whose voice? The Israelites, you know, the lowly. Go ahead.
Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy.
Controversy, see? The mountains, the Lord got a controversy with the mountains. The controversy, that's, if you can get it, go ahead and get it. Just real quick.
Says controversy, a disagreement.
See, it's a conflict, a disagreement. Go ahead.
Typically when prolonged.
So something that's prolonged, this is something that's been planned out for a minute. The Lord has a controversy with the mountains.
A dispute.
And, so over time, the Lord has become into a dispute with these mountains, a controversy. But you can keep reading so we can get more context.
Okay. Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy.
Controversy,
And ye strong foundations of the earth.
Strong foundations of the earth.
For the Lord hath controversy with his people. And he will plead with Israel.
Right, so he's going to plead with Israel. That's it. Oh, that's good. That's good. And I'm going to just bring this back out again. We're all tired. So Isaiah chapter 40, verse 4. Every valley shall be exalted. A valley is a low place. And exalted, that's going into, you're going to go up. You know, those valleys that are low, they're going to become high. They're going to basically be the opposite of what they are. Roles are flipped. They say it in the world all the time. The tables turn. You know, that's what that's going into. Those valleys, which are low places, they're going to be exalted. It says, every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill. You see that? Go on, read the one that got mountain and hill in it.
Micah 6 and 1. Hear ye now what the Lord Yahweh saith. Arise, contend thou before the mountains, and let the hills hear thy voice.
See, every mountain, this is Isaiah chapter 40 and 4. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. So the people that so-called people who believe they high, again, those tables are going to turn. That's what it's going to. Those tables turn, as they say in the world. Those hills are going to be brought low. Those mountains are going to be brought low. Fine. And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. Yes, So this we're just going into a complete turn of the tables. And that controversy, that dispute that the Lord has with those high places is going to be seen and it's going to be felt.
Joel 3, 3:11.
You said 3 and 11? This is Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that shows you too how another brother was just going into the valley. But that's another scripture that shows you the valley talking about us. The Lord literally dealing with and physically dealing with that valley. See that? They're gonna come up to the valley. Up to the valley. Let me get Revelation 2 and 9. Come on.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the...
Call where you at.
Joel chapter 3, verse 12.
Yeah.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
You see? Let them come up to what? To the valley.
To the valley.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Con, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
Yeah.
I, John, who also am your brother.
Revelation 2 and 9.
Salak, that's 1 and 9. Salak.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Give me 3 and 9. That's what I want.
God. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan.
See that? That's the heathen. Go ahead.
Which say they are Jews,
yep,
and are not.
Now watch this. Come on.
But do lie.
But do what?
But do lie.
Come on.
Behold,
yep,
I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
See that? They make them come and do what?
Worship.
Matter of fact, read that. Read that one more time. Watch this. That's nasty. Go ahead.
Con, Revelation chapter 3, verse 9.
Yep.
Behold,
yep,
I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
yep,
which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
yep.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
He will make them what?
I will make them come and worship.
To come and worship. Come where?
Con.
You see that? Let me get that. Joel 3 and 12. 11 one more time.
Right.
To those valleys, man.
Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come,
See that?
Con.
Come on.
all ye heathen,
Come on.
and gather yourselves together
Come on.
round about.
Come on.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down.
See that? Cause thy what?
To cause thy mighty ones
Those mountains, those hills.
to come down.
See that? Come on.
Oh,
And then
Lord.
Really, it's talking about people that's like that in the spirit.
Con.
You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have to humble themselves in that day. Come on. To come up to you. And go ahead.
Let the heathen be awakened.
You see? They're gonna wake up to what? That's the rude awakening right there. Come on.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. So the Lord, let me get Isaiah 40 and 16. Watch this. Because the valley's already low. You see that? But he already said he's gonna make the low high. So obviously that valley is formerly, you see? It's formerly a valley. You see that? Because he said come up. But technically, even if that's not the case, it will make sense. Because according to this, watch this.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 16.
Come on.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn.
Jump to the previous verse, 15.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15.
Yep.
Behold,
Yep.
the nations are as a drop of a bucket,
Mm.
and are counted as the small dust of the balance.
You see? What's dust to a valley? Less than a valley. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
See that? That's the islands. Come on. That's what it is. So when Puerto Rico gets constant, Ephraim been trying to figure out the hell been going on in Puerto Rico. You see what I'm saying? That's the Lord taking them up. Come on.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn,
Mm-hmm.
nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
Yep.
All nations before him are as nothing.
See that? All nations are as nothing. This is why they liken unto a dust. But a valley is already compared to a mountain and a hill, nothing. You see what I'm saying? But in that day, the valley gonna be over the reality of who these people been the whole time, in actuality, which is just dust. Dust don't compare to a valley. You see that? Come on. And then he's actually gonna make that valley into a high mountain. You see what I'm saying? The lowest part of the mountain is gonna be above the highest part of of the former mountain. You see what I'm saying? Which is these people. So the lowest thing about being an Israelite in the kingdom is gonna be higher than the highest thing about being on the level on this side. And when I mean a level, I ain't talking about you celebrities. I'm talking about the elites. So the lowest part of an Israelite, right, of the Lord's elect, the lowest thing about them, whether it's their lifestyle or just whatever it may be, the lowest part of them is going to be higher than the highest part of all the heathens put together, the elite heathens put together. Because that's how you get a mountain. It's all together. It's just one. It's one big ass mountain. Come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17.
Come on.
All nations before him are as nothing.
So that's nothing. Come on.
And they are counted to him less than nothing.
And they are counted to him as less than nothing. You see? Because we're included in that nothing. He said all nations. You see what I'm saying? So all nations are nothing. But the heathen are less than nothing. You see that? So that's how you got Joel 3 and 11 going on saying what it says. Come on.
In vanity.
Yep.
To whom then will ye liken the Most High?
Will ye liken the Most High? You see? It's the Israelites. Let me get that. Joel 3 and 11. So that's how you have this being said, man.
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 11.
Come on.
Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together. And gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
And then his mighty ones is talking about the angels. You see what I'm saying? Because he said thy mighty ones. You see what I'm saying? It calls thy mighty ones to come down. Matter of fact, let me see that. Joel, where you at? You're at 11. Come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down. There cause thy mighty ones to come down. Oh Lord, let the heathen make thee up. So it's talking about the angels. Come on.
Verse 12.
Yep. And then in the spirit is talking about the elect coming out the chariots. You see what I'm saying? Because he said thither meaning there. Because this is a request being made. He's asking the Lord to let this happen. Because if you read the next verse, that's what they go on to say. You see what I'm saying? So read that verse one more time.
3 and 11. Joel chapter 3 verse 11.
Because watch this, basically finna give you the whole play. This is how it's gonna happen. You know?
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
So the heathen are talking about even those that were just compared to a mountain, but not that particular part that I said. Come on. That part is. Come on.
Thither.
There, meaning, come on.
Cause thy mighty ones
right
to come down.
So that same place that all these heathens gonna be gathered and they gotta come up to, the Lord, he's requesting, Joel's requesting that, or Yahweh is requesting that the Lord bring the mighty ones down there. And who's the mighty ones? The elect, the angels. The angels, we are angels too. Then the angel said, I'm your fellow brethren, come on. Then he tell John that, Yahweh Kana, come on.
Let the heathen be wakened.
Yep.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So they're going to wake up, the heathen going to be wakened, and they're going to come down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? The valley of the Lord's decision. That's the place of judgment. You see what I'm saying? Who are the judges of the earth? The Israelites. So that's when the elect, that's after the elect got beamed up. And when they get ready to come back down, New Jerusalem, that's when the fake Jews going to go up to the true Jews. And they're going to bow down before our feet, and they're going to worship us, right? Go ahead. Come on.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
So the Rothschilds gonna be there, all the elite banking families you didn't even know existed gonna be there. You see what I'm saying? And we gonna know in the spirit like, oh, this is the dude, these some dudes. You see what I'm saying? Because the heathen gonna see them. Like you gonna have certain political really, a lot of those dudes gonna be in slavery, but like I guess more of the humble ones, but probably them too, because them not the only people. Everybody else gonna receive a allotted portion of mercy from the Lord, except Esau, because it tell you that in Isaiah the 14th chapter, all the nations gonna be like, is this the man that tortured the nations? You see what I'm saying? Is this? Think about it. If I'm Elam and all my people in slavery now, but not like the so-called white man, I'll be like, damn, that's Evelyn Rothschild. You see what I'm saying? Damn. That's because we don't know these people.
Exactly.
They was only getting together.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna know them. So that's how that makes sense, how they say that. They gonna see, all the nations gonna see Esau and be like, damn.
Duchess of France or whatever.
They ain't gonna be talking about these regular Edomites. They ain't talking about the regular Edomites walking around. That's talking about the elites. They gonna see, you gonna see the Rothschilds in slavery as a Elamite. You gonna be like, damn. You see what I'm saying? We was just at the G20 something. They ain't talking about these niggas. You see what I'm saying? They ain't talking about them. Come on.
That's it.
You got 12? Alright, get the next one. Let me get which one I just called? Let me get I just called so. Read it one more time, see if it come back.
Joel chapter 3 verse 12.
Yeah, I did call something. Go ahead. I definitely called something. Come on.
Let the heathen be wakened.
Yep.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yep.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right. Come on.
That's it.
So they're gonna come up to the valley. That's 12? We're supposed to go back to 11. It's cool. Now you go ahead and bring that 3 and 9 back out real quick. Revelation.
God. This is Revelation chapter 3 verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
I'm sorry.
which say they are Jews and are not,
See that?
but do lie.
See that?
Behold,
Yep.
I will make them to come and worship before thy feet,
That's it. At the valley of Jehoshaphat. See that? Come on.
and to know that I have loved thee.
Because you truly the mighty ones. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say the Lord's strength is going into salvation in Psalms the 78th chapter. I believe that's Psalm 78 and see if I can get that real quick. No?
No, that's not a good point.
Get this real quick. I think it's Go ahead and bring Revelation 21 and 10 out real quick. How the hell is my phone doing? My phone on 14%, man. Go ahead.
21 and 10.
Yeah.
It's Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city.
See that? That's the new mountain. He said he carried me away to that great and high mountain. Why? If you jump to the 14th chapter, it talks about that mountain. That's Mount Sinai, where the elect is going to be standing at. You see what I'm saying? But that's after they've been beamed back down already. Come on.
Huh. And shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of the heaven from the Most High.
I just be talking about my phone in general. I ain't talking about using my phone is dead. You said what? One time on that, brother?
Con, Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High.
One more time on that from the top, brother Salaki.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High.
All right, one time. Copy. So pretty much, he said, one more time on that, Salaki. It's cool. It's fucking crazy. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me.
What's that great and high mountain? That's a mountain that the elect gonna be standing on after they beam down. Now watch this. Come on.
And shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem.
See that? Come on. Which is talking about the Israelites, because we went over that already. But come on.
Descending,
because they had already ascended. Come on.
out of heaven.
Descending. That. Remember, we talking about we're in the place of the mountain right now. You see what I'm saying? So he's seeing the landing. Like how when helicopters touch down, you got landing pads. The mountain's gonna be our landing pad. Lord willing, come on. That's gonna be the elect's landing pad. And when it's time to come down off those ships, and then the Lord gonna have all the heathen, because the earth ain't gonna be, the whole earth ain't getting nuked. You see what I'm saying? So it's still gonna be heathen down here. America get nuked, and some of the parts of the east get nuked. Israel get nuked. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Descending out of heaven from the Most High.
See that? From the Most High. See what I'm saying? So it's just like how they traveling up there right now. They can go right over Mount Sinai, the mountain we gonna be on. It's crazy how it just lit up too. That's nuts. Like it literally just lit up. See it? Yeah, I see that. We go over. It can easily go like, say one of these the mountains. John was seeing the mountain. He's seen them come down on the mountain. And that same mountain, that's where Yahushua giving out the crowns. And that same mountain, that's where we singing a new song at. You see what I'm saying? And basically, that's what we pre-gaming at. The mountain gonna be the pre-game. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it. Wouldn't it make sense to go to the Valley of Jehoshaphat after? That's the festivities. You see what I'm saying? The festivities getting ready to start. You're going to have your crown already if you were up to the 144,000. You see what I'm saying? When you go to that valley, you see what you're going to be new. You're going to have that crown on and them damn, yeah, that's the valley. They're going to have to bow down. Ain't no telling how we going to look. Well, it's going to be crazy, man. That one moving too. That's probably one of the fastest ones I've ever seen. Yeah, that one like literally jet. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker going fast. But that ain't nothing. You can see that. Exactly. We can see you traveling. The chariots skip. They skip.
Exactly.
They skip time. You see what I'm saying?
She was seeing a one spot, and then boom, was in a whole other spot.
Yep. So yeah, man. Let's get it. Let's get Revelation 14.
Starts from the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's Revelation chapter 14. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Mount Sinai, see? That's the pregame activities. You see? Meaning they got the seal, they got the doctrine. They got it right, man. These dudes that wasn't faking it. Come on.
And I heard a voice from heaven,
Yep.
as the voice of many waters,
Yep.
and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harps, harping with their harps.
And then the harps, you know, the harps get out demons. That's what David does. Come on.
And they sung as it were a new song
See what I'm
before the
saying?
throne.
We singing that song now. People don't like it. That's because y'all don't listen to. Y'all ain't hip. Y'all ain't up on. You see, it's like when before everybody got to listen to such and such, and then it got hot and everybody started listening to them. That time coming for us, man. Come on.
And there's select. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man can learn that song but the 44,000,
So showing you this ain't for everybody, man. Come on.
which were redeemed from the earth.
You see that? Those are the ones that were saved. Then we read that in Micah 4. Then we read that in Micah 4. How they gonna be redeemed? What's up, man?
Good.
What's up?
I kind of intrigued. I came by here earlier and I took a picture, but I just kind of wanted to hear a little bit about what you guys, wanted to say.
Well, we set up to teach about a Heavenly Father. You believe in God?
Yeah, I do.
Well, we teach the whole Bible.
Yep.
So the whole Bible is including the Apocrypha. You know
Yeah.
about the Apocrypha? Right? So,
I think you guys are doing good. I'll let you continue.
yeah, it's no problem. Really, end all be all, man. We out here just to declare the Father's will. And that's everything He wants. America's about to be destroyed. That's one of his events of His will. And then His will is certain events talked about. And His will is another thing He talks about.
That's like the end of days, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's another one of His wills. See, that's right in the Bible. How do we know it's true?
Why do you think that's happening now, though?
Because the Lord's getting ready to destroy America. Go ahead and bring it out. Revelation 13 and 16.
I know, but not like right now.
I got it.
What you mean not right now?
Like,
Yeah, it's getting ready to happen.
I mean,
We
you
gotta
can
get
say
it.
that for any time in history, right?
Let me get Acts 1 and 9. We're not telling you we know the date and the time. We're not telling you that, but we're telling you it's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
We see the events lining up. Come on.
This is Acts chapter 1 and verse 9.
Yeah.
And when he had spoken these things,
Nope. Jump to 7.
Acts 1 and 7.
Come on.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath
Right.
put in his own power.
See that?
We don't know the time or the season.
Yeah, but we know when the Lord is getting ready to do it. Let me get
Real quick, I do have to go. I just wanted to say I do agree with like the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes, and where they might be now. Like that yeah, it's like it's true. They all originated from like the Middle East area, and so they split among like the world.
this is how we know we're the Israelites. If that's what you're asking. That's how we know. Because the Israelites have curses put upon them. The people that helped bring this to pass, right?
Yeah.
All this slavery and this atrocities, this is getting ready to happen to them. And that's you're so-called white man, Caucasian.
Yeah.
This is what they say. You're not really white. No one's the
Right.
color of that. It's
Right.
like we're not the color of this.
Exactly.
We're the Israelites and you're the Edomites.
Right.
Revelation 13 and 10. This so that we give you this one and that be it.
This is Revelation chapter 13,
14 and 1.
verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Because the Father, 14:1. See, the Father's just. He's a just power. Let me get that in Micah 5:11 real quick. Because people don't believe this.
Right.
So-called white people getting ready to go into slavery according to the Bible. That's why you haven't seen any recompense for this yet. Because of certain events that got to take place.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's just the truth. Need that one more time on it? Let them hear it.
Micah 5:10.
Revelation chapter 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
See that? Now, that's first. This book. You know, this book is likened unto a sword, right? You heard that before, right?
Yeah.
Hebrews 4:12 tell you that.
Yeah.
The word of the Lord is a two-edged sword. Get it real quick. So you getting killed, right?
Yeah.
In the spirit, spiritually. What's being killed? The lies, the deceptions, the way you think. You hearing what the Lord really thinks, because these are His thoughts. Then He's gonna kill those that don't want to hear it. Yeah, physically. You see what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen to most of the Israelites. 2/3 of the Israelites is written to die in America because they won't turn back.
So that's
too far gone.
Isn't that prophecy for the future though, not present? Like so that'll be in the future.
It's 2 minutes from now, the future.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
So we don't know the future.
Yeah. No, these things will happen in the
Hebrews?
future. Can't tell you exactly when.
Exactly.
Hebrews 4:12. Come on.
It's Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12.
Come on.
It says, for the word of God is quick
Yep.
and powerful
Yep.
and sharper than any two-edged sword,
So this word is a sword. Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
pierced even for the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
See, it pierces you spiritually, mentally. It pierces men's doctrines. We teach the real doctrine. It cuts all the lies. Like I'm talking about earlier, how women are supposed to be wearing pants according to the Bible, according to the words of God. A woman is not to wear that which pertains to a man. So that's why you have the ironic saying, who wears the pants in relationships.
Of course, yeah, but
In the times we live in now, you can't even say that anymore.
right. So
These things we didn't know. But when you read the Bible, this is what God says. So before we learned this, our women will wear pants. But now that we know this truth, and we know we the people of this Bible, we have to follow what the Lord said. So the women can't wear pants anymore.
well, so what do you think about tattoos then?
We can't get tattoos. I have tattoos.
Right.
We don't get any
But-
more.
But I think that is an Old Testament, like that's when they were sacrificing animals, right?
That's the only thing that's done away with.
So when Jesus died on the cross,
Right.
you know, He was the ultimate sacrifice.
The lamb, right.
He was the lamb, and so you know, we were able to get away from having tattoos, people doing all that. So,
So Revelation 13:10, we get this, that'll be it. Because this is a book not for everybody. That was only for the Israelites. He only died for the Israelites. Come on. Come on.
Fine.
He only died for Israelites.
Yeah, we can show you. Revelation 13:10.
This is
The Lord's
Revelation.
word doesn't
Don't
contradict.
you believe He died for everybody?
Who is everybody? All the Israelites. But if you don't,
Like
well,
you're a
every
Gentile.
what
He
every-
died for the Gentiles.
what every Israelite, that's only if you call on His name, whosoever believe, right?
Exactly.
What does everybody do that? Will everybody do that? No. You see what I'm saying? So
Excluding those people.
right. Now, when you really get down to that, it's really only talking about the Israelites. Period. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
One way we know that, because if a person led a person into slavery, according to the Bible, God, He says they're getting ready to go into slavery. So even if they believe in Jesus, if they're of the people that led the people into captivity, they're going into slavery. Because how else do you recompense this?
Right.
Because the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians did not do anything to these people. Yeah, this probably wasn't true. This was your nation. You see him? Yeah, this little boy probably didn't do anything,
Right.
but he had to get punished for what his nation did.
Right.
This man gonna actually get punished, and his descendants.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Now watch this. Micah 5:15.
This is Micah chapter 5, verse 15.
How you doing?
And I will execute vengeance in anger,
That's vengeance. See that? Come on, the Lord's mad about this. Come on,
and in fury
come on.
upon the heathen,
Upon the who?
upon the heathen,
That's the natural Gentiles. But the Israelites can be likened unto the heathens too. But that's talking about you guys. Come on. Come on.
such as they have not heard.
See, you don't hear this because
Right.
people lie on the word. They don't actually read the word.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now listen here. let's hear, so your faith can be strengthened in knowing that you've heard the true doctrine of the Lord. Because he can have you stay and you actually become a servant in the kingdom of heaven. Because if you don't want to do that, you're going to perish. They tell you that in Isaiah, the 60th chapter. Let me get Matthew 15 and 24 and Matthew 10 and 5. These are Jesus' words out of his own mouth. And that's a lie. That's not
Same
his
for which point?
Who he came for, who he died for.
It's Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Matthew 10 and 5. Come on.
The prostitutes, everybody.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse
the
5.
Israelites. Right? The lost sheep of the house of who?
Of the Lord.
Of who?
Of Israel.
Right. That's the Israelites. Come on. That's what
These
he said.
12.
He going to sit for nobody else. Now he's sending the 12 disciples out to go do what he taught them, what he's doing. Come on. Because the Lord is not a hypocrite. He was perfect. Come on.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
So he commanded them. You see that? Come on.
So he could
and into
bring them to
any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And we're going to the word house, it means, it's literally sperma. It means sperm. It's talking about literal bloodline race. That's what the Bible is talking about. Get Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
So I do.
That's it.
I do have to go. But,
that's it. So the Bible was only for the Israelites. You'll get your chance to learn God in the kingdom of heaven, serving as a king. As a servant. So let them hear that, Isaiah 60 and 11. And if you don't want to serve, he's going to destroy you.
I'm familiar with Isaiah.
Go ahead.
Isaiah what?
60 and 10. So this is the last one.
Right. Okay.
So this is the end all be all. You heard about slavery. You heard this, all the Israelites not going to adhere to this. Right? Because the Lord, he has an elect. The Lord has not cast away his people. Read Romans the 11th chapter in the first verse. Right. Paul said, I'm even an Israelite of the tribe of Benjamin. Come on.
Isaiah chapter 16 verse 10.
And the heathens going to get their chance to connect with God in the kingdom, serving the Israelites. Because the Israelites are his rods, a.k.a. a staff. What do you use a staff to do? Direct. You see? Right. The Israelites is his staff. Lead.
Uses that as a...
Isaiah chapter 16.
You got to follow us. Come on.
That's verse 10. And the sons of the strangers shall build up thy walls.
Right.
And their kings shall minister unto thee.
You see? And minister means to help. You're going to help us. Because our place is destroyed. The place we're really from.
The king's help.
Yeah, the kings is talking about the elites. They're talking about the Rothschilds. Right. They're going to help us build our city back up. They're going to assert, like how we built America, we built the White House, we built the railroad tracks. Yeah. You're going to be used to do that for the kingdom of heaven. Which is
I like that analogy.
Come on.
And their kings shall minister unto thee, for in my wrath I smote thee.
See, that's this. In his wrath he smote us because we broke his commandments. Come on. That's why this happened. That's why the transatlantic slave trade happened. Come on.
But in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Mercy is for the Israelites. Keep going.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Because everything you people gather is when they're getting ready to come to us. Yeah. So all the gold you heaped up, all the emeralds and stones, if you will, is getting ready to come to us. Now I want you to jump down to the last part, the nation that won't jump to 12. This it. Listen.
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 12. Yep. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
See? So if you ain't willing to serve, the Lord said you're going to perish.
People that do not believe that Jesus died on the cross.
For the Israelites. If you don't believe what we're telling you, not just Jesus died for the cross, because his name's not Jesus.
But that's speaking of the old, like, old times, so the Gentiles then, didn't believe in Jesus. The people now that do, like, they're saved.
21 and 22 and 10. Revelation.
So seriously,
go ahead. 22 and 10.
That's just like what. So the purpose.
End all be all is this. So the gate to the kingdom of heaven. Let's hear about it. Because the kingdom of heaven is for all those that believe, right? Yeah. Well, let's hear about how the gate is set up.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. Nope. And behold, I come quickly.
Nope. 21 and 10.
Revelation 21 and 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain.
So John got the revelations of what the Lord is going to do. Right? Come on. So this revelation, this End all be all. Come on.
and showed me that great city,
You showed them the great city. Come on.
the holy Jerusalem,
Come on.
descending out of heaven from God,
Keep going.
having the glory of God,
Having the glory of God. Come on.
and her light was like unto a stone most precious,
Keep going. He's seeing all these revelations, right? Similitudes of what things actually were. Come on.
even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal,
Come on.
and had the wall great and high,
Yep. Come on.
and had 12 gates,
You go to gates. Come on.
and at the gates 12 angels,
Why is it 12 angels? Come on. That's a specific number. Come on.
and names written thereon,
Come on.
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Nobody else.
Yeah, right.
No one else can get in because it's
So-
a gated community. It's a gated community, if you will, for the
I
Israelites.
had not known that verse. It's very telling, and I didn't know that it was written the 12 tribes of Israel.
Nobody else.
That's actually pretty fascinating. So obviously these 12 tribes, is the purpose to correlate that with the right side?
Galatians 4. Huh? You say that again?
Those are
Yeah,
who
right.
the tribes
So
are.
biblically,
when
biblically
you
is
go,
the left side.
When you go into the curses, one of the curses put in the 28th chapter, you go into the curses, one of the curses put upon the Israelites is that they will be called proverbs and bywords. A byword is being called outside of your God-given name. A proverb is a saying, like niggas chicken, niggas like chicken. You see what I'm saying? Niggas are lazy. That's what's said about us. You see what I'm saying? Why is that said?
Bring it
Because
up.
we're the Israelites. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37.
Mhm.
And thou shalt become an astonishment,
You see?
a proverb,
Our people die in the streets.
and a byword
Get no justice. Speak proverbs, bywords
among all nations.
among all nations. How do we know this is true? Look.
Yeah, I see correlations
No,
with
look.
what's happening
Whither
now.
the Lord shall lead thee.
Your people did it. That's blackface.
I hate that. Yeah.
The Chinese people did it too. That's blackface.
Nobody would disagree that is wrong.
There's no such thing as a Spanish or a Mexican.
Right.
Especially the person that got conquered.
Many years ago, right? Like,
But
like,
these people still call themselves Spanish
yeah.
and Mexican.
I-
So
like,
this is how we
hate
have
that.
this.
Like, I don't like that.
You know what the symbol of Mexico is? A donkey.
Yeah, it's the Boro.
When you look up what Issachar means, Issachar have a prophecy of how they traits with people. It said Issachar is a strong ass, a strong donkey, carrying two burdens.
Well, I
History
get,
teaches
kind of
this.
get what you're saying. So,
Yeah.
is there any like? So,
Galatians 4:4. You're not gonna hear it.
I kid you not. I'm
Galatians
I'm
4:4.
late, so I gotta
It's all
go. I'm
good.
sorry, but this has
Galatians,
been.
Galatians
4.
chapter
pretty
4 and 4. But when the fullness of the time was
Listen,
come,
I can't say.
God
I'm
sent
sorry.
forth
I
his
gotta go.
son, made of a woman,
Uh-huh.
made under the law,
Keep going.
to redeem them that were under the law,
See, he didn't come for everybody, man. See that? Come on.
that we might receive the adoption of sons.
You see that? Not everybody. If you want under that law, you're not. See, that's that whole. He was kicking the whole adopted in to the family type crap. That adoption is only for the Israelites, those that were once a part of the family, and stop being a part of the family. So he's finished. There's nothing else you can do. You didn't know anything.
You're gonna perish.
You can't even go find this on your own. Because we just brought you scriptures. And so you a sign we put together. You can't go find this. You see what I'm saying? You have to know this. It's not something you can just Google. People don't even know how to find this, man. You're finished. And really, why would you want to? We're your worst nightmare. I wouldn't want to find us either. You know? So he's cut. So he's never heard that in his life.
I was gonna bring out Matthew 5 and 17.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't even finna do that argument with his ass. You see what I'm saying? We ain't even finna do that with him. Because now we gotta go into. Because really it don't matter if you think the law exists anymore. You need to know you going into slavery. According to the Bible. You need to know. See, he got to hear the depth of it. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's about to do something you ain't never heard. The Lord is about to make you build up the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna do all of these things, man. If she don't wake up, she gonna die too. You see what I'm saying? That's spiritual. We out here in the trenches in the cold, You niggas around twiddling your finger playing around. You women supposed to be building up the nation. You supposed to be linking and doing all this stuff that you supposed to be doing. Y'all sitting around twiddling y'all fingers, worrying about babies and shit, man. Get the hell out of here with that, man. They coming for our necks, man. These heathens don't have answers for us, man. They can't do nothing with us. This is not the so-called white man's doctrine. He like, I've never heard this. Let me get Isaiah 52 and 15. You see that? When you look, the time came when he ought to be a teacher. He had to be taught again. You see that? You can't teach nothing up here, man. You gotta come up here and talk, and you gotta come up here and get taught, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes 5:1 as well. Go ahead and bring that up. The one I just called.
It's Isaiah chapter 52
15.
and 15.
Come on.
So shall he sprinkle many nations.
Yep.
The kings shall shut their mouths at him.
See that? There go those kings again. Come on.
For that which had not been told them shall they see.
See that? And he could be likened unto a king, because if you get Psalms the 2nd chapter, they tell you the kings set themselves. You see what I'm saying? So you nigga is just a king when he wake up. You see what I'm saying? I'm a king today. The Edomite could just be a king if you want to. All you gotta do is go do what what's buddy name? That look like Mark Wahlberg. That was in that one 6 degrees from separation. What's the one with dude, the one about skulls and bones? When dude got in the I think he went to it was Yale. He went to Yale, and they was, you know, taking bathroom breaks on it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how you climb the power with the so-called white man. So when you want to become a king, that's when you get involved in societies. You see what I'm saying? And Mason Masonic lodges and all this other crap. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how the kings set themselves. You see? So he got to hear the meat. He got to hear the meat of it. He said, I've never heard that.
That was specific.
You know? Go ahead.
You told them, they said, you ain't never heard this nowhere else.
You ain't gonna hear it nowhere else. Into the kingdom. Till we running through you like a damn.
We even read the scriptures that tell you you're not hearing this.
He's scared. He's sitting here talking about it's not gonna happen right now. It is about to happen right now, and you know it. You watched this place be built when we weren't even allowed to see what the hell was going on. You people know what was going on. And you can remember from that time unto this time and clearly see the events that's taking place is clearly a sign, an indication that this is no more. We cannot make America great again. You're not going to make America great again. You see? So-called white people going into slavery to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that have turned back to their heritage, man. You know? Got it? Go ahead. You got it. Don't worry about their ass, man. Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1.
Yep.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
See that? He came up here running his mouth. And he kind of in the spirit got checked because the spirit told him, like, yo, shut up. He's like,
I'm gonna.
you go. You know what I'm saying? Really,
Because he don't know.
the only thing you can come with is questions. But how many? Ask one and then move on. You see what I'm saying? Don't try to get 40. Give one and that's it. You should have nothing else to say. You know? So keep thy foot, meaning stay in control of yourself too, because your feet direct you. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1.
Yep.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High,
Yep.
and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools.
You're going to hear the answers to all your problems. You see what I'm saying? But how would you get those answers if you run your damn mouth? How you going to get those answers if you ain't asking questions? You see what I'm saying? And that's the most you should be doing. It's just asking. Humbling yourself, man, like the Lord tells us. You got to be converted and become as a child. So-called Jesus did not die for you, bro. That's a lie. That's 100% lie. There's no truth in that at all. He did not die for you. Let me get Acts 5, 2 and 31. Let me get Acts 5 and 31. Start at 21. in that second chapter.
Okay.
Come on.
Acts chapter 2, verse 21.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass
Yep.
that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord
Yep.
shall be saved.
See that? Come on. But you don't know the name of the Lord. Real quick, let me get 30 and 6 Proverbs. And let me get Proverbs 18 and 11. Go ahead and bring that out first.
This
Come
is
on.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 6.
Come on.
And thou not unto his word, lest he reprove thee,
Where
and
you
be
at? Jump to 4.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. Who hath ascended up into the heaven,
Come on.
or descended?
Yep.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fists?
Mm-hmm.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Mm-hmm.
What is his name?
What is his name? The Lord questioned you. I thought you knew. The Lord like, wait, what is his name? You see what I'm saying? Come on.
And what is his son's name?
What is his son's name? Give me that 18 and 11 Proverbs.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 11.
Yep.
The rich man's wealth is his strong city.
Where you at? Jump to 10. Matter of fact, let me see.
10 is the name.
Yep, that's what I want to. Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord Yahweh
Yep.
is a strong tower.
See that? And if it's a strong tower, you can't get in, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures tell you, brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, I think that is. You see what I'm saying? Or it's something about, I forget what scripture it is, the poles. I was talking about it not too long ago, man. But ain't nobody infiltrating no strong tower. That's why I said the Lord's name is a strong tower. That's why you want to have the Lord's name, because in it, you're safe from everything. But that's showing you can't just get in. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know the Lord's name, bro. Now let's go back to what we was reading before the Proverbs was brought up. What you was reading, Mark?
Acts 2.
Yeah, 2 and 21. Come on.
This Acts chapter 2, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
See that? Keep going.
Ye men of Israel,
See that?
hear these words.
There you go, man. So that's it, man. I ain't talking to everybody, man. You can't call on the name of the Lord. You weren't given the name of the Lord. You don't know the name of the Lord, man. Hey, no, stop bringing the scriptures out. But because you don't want to be cut. How you gonna try to separate the Old Testament? They just cut you up with the new one. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Proverbs 13 and 13. You gonna get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Proverbs chapter 13,
Yeah,
verse 13.
So-called Mexican.
I forgot, hey, my God. You are Esther?
Yeah, you Israel. We got a brother that's from the tribe of he's Hispanic. He's so-called Mexican. His mom Puerto Rican. Y'all the children of Israel. Y'all gotta wake up in these last days. They about to destroy America, bro.
Yeah.
But the Israelites is written to be saved.
Yeah.
You gotta turn back to God.
Oh,
Gotta,
all right.
you know,
Yes.
you're a Hebrew Israelite, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13.
Yeah.
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
So if he'll wake up, he gonna be destroyed. So I was getting that for the heathen. You see what I'm saying? Dudes who they don't think that I can't hear, but then he want to hear, but he too scared to hear. That's really what it was. He was too scared. He like, damn. Yeah, you knee deep, man.
That's why he's like, I gotta go.
Really gotta get up out of here.
That's that look. The Lord was like, you gonna stay here and hear a few more.
Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit more.
He said, oh yeah.
That's what I realized.
The Lord
Like,
probably
you keep
answered
saying
all
this.
his concerns.
Right.
It's the last one.
You gonna say it like 3
He's
times.
like,
That'd be like the one thing I love to hear Mug say. Oh, I gotta go. Like, but you put it standing here.
Because everyone we brought out was clear. It ain't like we had to
Right.
get Galatians. We
Yeah.
didn't have to get that.
Right.
That's because you want to keep standing here running your mouth, so we're going to keep bringing scriptures out. We ain't standing here not bringing scriptures out for the past 2 hours. You see what I'm saying?
Fine.
We out here bringing scriptures out the entire time. Come on.
Proverbs 13.
No, Acts. Go back to the Acts. That's it.
Okay, come on,
See, Jake's stupid. You know damn well we the same people, bro.
Yeah. He said, no,
If the so-called white man told you this, I'm that. That means we ain't never gonna realize.
Well, that's
Get the hell out of here, man.
how are you getting treated? The same way we getting treated.
That nigga know, man. You got it.
Acts chapter 2, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Come on.
Ye men of Israel,
Come on.
hear these words.
Keep going.
Yahweh of Nazareth,
Yep.
a man approved of the Most High,
Come on.
among you by miracles and wonders,
Who?
among you
See that?
by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. Him being delivered by the determinate counsel of the foreknowledge of the Most High,
Because the Lord had already appointed him to get delivered up by you sellouts. You sellout Israelites out there. Come on.
ye have taken, and by wicked hands have
And
crucified.
by what?
And,
And-
select.
Come on. And by who?
Ye have taken, and by wicked hands
You see? You used a damn white man to put him to death. But you delivered him up. Come on.
have crucified and slain,
See that?
whom the Most High has raised up, having loosed the pains of death.
See? So he only died for you. He died for a bunch of reasons. All for you, though. Come on. That all pertain to you. Come on.
Because it was not possible that he should be holding of it.
You see what I'm saying? But when he did, he can't die no more. You see, you shouldn't even be allowed to die no more for what you just did. You died for everybody. I'm gonna bring you back. You never gonna die again. You see what I'm saying? And all that follow you, that learn of you, gonna receive that same. You see them? And I ain't gonna kill all of them. Because once again, you already died for everybody. You see that? So that's how we know that Esau ain't finna kill all of us. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna. Your house already died for me, bro. Really, in a sense, in the Lord's will, we already immortal. You see what I'm saying? Because you got Israelites that's not gonna die. When all this shit kick off, you're not going to die. You see what I'm saying? So that's immortality. And then you're gonna actually go on to be put in a body that won't die even if you got stabbed 40 million gazillion times. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna die. You know? Let's go ahead and get the rest though. Jump to 27.
Con. You said jump.
Yeah, 27.
Con. Acts chapter 2, verse 27.
Come on.
Because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell,
Come on.
neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption.
Keep going.
Thou hast made known to me the ways of life.
Come on.
Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance.
Come on.
Men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David,
You see the patriarch. Come on.
that he is both dead and buried,
Uh-huh.
and his sepulture is with us unto this day.
The sepulcher. What verse you in?
29.
Yeah, come on. Meaning David's tomb. Come on.
Therefore, being a prophet, and knowing the God, select that the Most High has sworn with an oath with him,
Come on. Where you at?
in 30,
Come on.
that of the fruits of his loins,
Come on.
according to the flesh,
Uh-huh.
he would raise up Hamashiach
Yep.
to sit on his throne.
Yep. Come on.
He, seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Hamashiach, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
That's 31.
Yep.
All right. Let me get 5 and 31.
Con. This is Acts chapter 5 and verse 31.
Uh-huh.
Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel
See that?
and forgiveness of sins.
So he ain't died for you niggas, man. He ain't Israelite, you just finished. Like, how many you want to hear, man? Let's get Romans 11 and 1. Nigga talking about all the Israelites is done. Well, if the old covenant done away with, the Old Testament done away with, that means the Israelites done away with. Just get 11 and 1 real quick. Go
This
ahead.
is Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people?
Not a point in 31.
God
Come on.
forbid.
Mm-hmm.
For I also am an Israelite
See that?
of the seed of
So
Abraham.
the Lord ain't cast away his people. Read that one more time.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then,
Because he's just clear cut points. You know what I'm saying? In the fight. You see what I'm saying? Just a quick piece of it. I stayed clean. I walked into school. I ain't even had to scuff my shoes up. I pieced them 3 times. And we don't even got beef no more. You see what I'm saying? You know? Go ahead.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? God forbid.
See that? So how the hell did the Old Testament done away with, man? That tell you right there the Old Testament ain't done away with. Let me get Romans 15 and 4. Go ahead. Keep going on that.
God.
Come on.
For I also am an Israelite.
See that? It's about the Israelites, man. Where's the Israelites first learned about? The Old Testament. So how could, if his people not done away, why would the Old Testament be done away with? Go ahead.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham,
See? Seed. Come on.
of the tribe of Benjamin.
Come on. You got specific with it. Come on.
The Most High has not cast away his people, which he foreknew.
What is foreknew? That's talking about the Old Testament. Look that word foreknew up, man.
God.
Go ahead, man. Romans 15 and 4.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
Come on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Come on.
were written for our learning,
See that?
that we through patience and comfort
Meaning the Old Testament. What's the things written before what's being said right now? The Old Testament. You see that? We're in the New Testament right now. What's the things written before what's being said right now? What the hell is that? Look, 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 look. Somebody got a drone or something. You see that?
Yeah.
That might ain't be no drone. You know what that is.
It's moving real fast too.
You see it?
Yeah, fine.
These damn devils, bro. Esau and these wonders. Go ahead.
Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things
Whatsoever. You see that?
were written aforetime were written for our learning.
See that? So how you gonna do with it? Well, how? You know how many books in the Old Testament? You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even brought out pants not being. He said that's the Old Testament. You just mad because your boyfriend wear pants. You see what I'm saying? Because she ain't really a woman if she got pants on. You know what I'm saying? You might be with a dude. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
You see? Because when you go back to the Old Testament, that's when you find out the Lord things in the Old Testament that still ain't took place. This is how we know. Where do we find our hope at? In verses like Isaiah 45 and 17. You see what I'm saying? Let's bring it out real quick. He said that ye through patience, the scriptures might have hope, right? This is how you get the faith. And then let me get Psalms the 149th chapter. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17.
Yep.
But Israel
Yep.
shall be saved in the Lord.
You see that? So that's our hope right there, man. We waiting on that. We ain't been saved yet, man. You see? Come on.
With an everlasting salvation.
With the everlasting salvation. Come on.
Ye shall not be ashamed
Uh-huh.
nor confounded.
Yep.
World without end.
You see that? So our world was always, before people got to kicking this John 3:16, that was already written aforetime. You see that? For our learning. That we might, through the scriptures, have patience of hope. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Matthew 22 and 29. Go ahead, brother.
Psalm chapter 149.
Uh-huh.
Praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
Come on.
Sing unto the Lord Yahweh
Yep.
a new song,
This is the new song. Come on.
and his praise in the congregation of saints.
And that new song, if it's new, that don't mean everybody. That alludes to everybody not having not heard it. You see what I'm saying? That alludes to people having not heard it. You see what I'm saying? Or people never considering it because it's new. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
You see something new at the store, what you got? That's it. 22, 29. Come on.
Let the children of Zion be joyful
Uh-huh.
in their king.
Yep.
Let them praise his name in the dance.
Yep.
Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel
Yep.
and harp.
So you got that harp again. Come on.
For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people.
See that?
He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand.
Whoa! See that two-edged sword, right? What's the two-edged sword? Then he said this word is sharper than any two-edged sword. You see that? So it's the word first and foremost. Because we're going to slay the people through the word. You see what I'm saying? We're going to destroy nations through the word. What's the word? The word is the will and events that got to take place. The Lord said we're going to train. He said arise. He told us in Isaiah the 41st chapter, and like the 10th verse on down, we're going to thresh the mountains, man. You see what I'm saying? So that all that's through the word. We don't need a sword. We the damn sword. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Con. To execute, select. Psalms 149, verse 7. To execute vengeance
Look at that vengeance.
upon the heathen.
Upon who?
Upon the heathen.
Come on.
And punishment upon the people.
See that? And punishment upon the people.
To
Okay.
bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
See, there go those kings, those people that set themselves. See what I'm saying?
To execute upon them the judgment written.
See, we don't need a physical sword. You see what I'm saying? All we gonna do is act off what this word said. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord gonna make me the sword. You see what I'm saying? He gonna make you the sword. He gonna make you the sword. He gonna make you the sword. Because we're the sword of the Lord, man. Let me get that real quick.
It says, this honor have all his saints.
See that?
Praise ye the Lord Yahweh.
Let me get I think that's Isaiah 50. Let's see if that's it. Isaiah 54. It might be 46. And, no, it's 54. 16. Yep. Let me get Isaiah 54, 16. Let me get Isaiah 54 and 17.
Right. Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment shall thou, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord.
See, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. This honor have all his saints. You see what I'm saying? We don't need a sword because we're gonna just apply the pressure of this book. You see what I'm saying? This heritage have all his servants. You see what I'm saying? Let me get 78 and 5 Psalms. Keep reading. That's it. There's probably more on there, but let's get this real. You go ahead and finish it. Of course, finish the verse.
And the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
Come on.
This is Psalm chapter 78, verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob,
See?
and appointed a law in Israel.
And what is that law? That law is your heritage, man. I'll tell you that in Sirach, the 17th chapter, man.
Which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
See that? They ain't talking about nobody else, man. You know?
That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
But he thought the Old Testament done away with.
That they might set their hope in the Most High, and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep his commandments.
Now, how you gonna do that if you ain't got the Old Testament no more? See what I'm saying? Let me get Psalms 136 and 21. Matter of fact,
I think it's hard. Like,
Yeah, go ahead and bring that out.
All right.
21.
Psalms 136 and verse 21.
Jump to 18.
Psalms 136 and 18.
Mhm.
And shew famous kings.
No, salute.
Salat.
Jump to 16.
Psalms 136 and 16. To him which led his people through the wilderness, and for his mercy endureth forever.
Keep going.
To him which smote great kings, for his mercy endureth forever.
You see great what? Great kings. You see what I'm saying? That's what's getting ready to happen again. Come on.
And slew famous kings,
Slew famous kings. Meaning people actually know. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
for his mercy endureth forever.
That's that mercy. Going back into what we were talking about earlier. You're only going to have that mercy if you have the instruction manual of your Halabah Shemel Shah. If you take it, you know, because you wouldn't be a fool then. You see what I'm saying? He only said he's not going to have mercy on their young men because they've been taught by fools. You see what I'm saying? And the fools can't stand in his sight. He can't stand fools. Meaning he's not gonna suffer a fool to live. I can't stand fools. How do you make a body stand again? We went into that. Giving them the spirit. So if the Lord can't stand you, I can't stand you anymore. He takes your spirit, he kills you, and you lay down. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
And slew famous kings, for his mercy endureth forever.
Come on.
Sihon, king of the Amorites,
And that's what Jake show you that, man. These Jakes in the hood, that's why they kill each other, because they can't. So they think. You see what I'm saying? But it's really because the Lord can't stand them. So he put them in the quarrel. You see what I'm saying? They have it out. And the one who wants to go, that's the one that leaves. You see what I'm saying? Then he get the other one next. And it's just a cycle. You see? Blood touching blood. You see? Come on.
Sihon, king of the Amorites, for his mercy endureth forever.
And his mercy endures forever. Come on.
And Og, the king of Bashan, for his mercy endureth forever.
Come on.
And gave their land for inheritance.
And gave who land?
And gave their land
Come on.
for inheritance.
Then he say, you're talking and telling the heathen how everything y'all gathered and heaped up is only to be brought for us. That's the thing that has been. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
For his mercy endureth forever.
Like when they bring forth children, it's for us. Come on.
Even an heritage unto Israel.
Because your heritage is it goes into patrimony. You see? It goes into property. Things that's owed to you, things you own. We own the land. It's just been discontinued. We've been discontinued from it. You see what I'm saying? So our land is our heritage. You see what I'm saying? Your heritage is a very deep thing. The Israelites don't have a heritage, man. Because they're under titles as a so-called black person. You can't go nowhere called that. But if I'm Israel, where do I go? To Israel. See that? You can't go nowhere if you Mexican. Y'all ain't run Mexico, man. You see what I'm saying? That's a drug-infested place that none of y'all, that's where all of them leave, you see? And they come here for more torture and pain. And it's worse there because it's lawlessness. It's complete. Mexico, damn, they're not even civilized in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Even a heritage unto Israel, his servant.
Yes, sir.
For his mercy endureth forever.
Yeah, man. See?
God bless y'all.
Yeah, man. Keep going. Yeah, man. Come on. Damn,
Who remembered us in our low estate. For his mercy endureth forever.
I want you people in slavery. I don't want your God blessing. You see what I'm saying? You can't bless me. Give me Psalms 112 and 1.
Got this?
Yeah, give me Psalms 112 and 1. I don't want your blessing. I want you got. I don't want to be you. I don't want your judgment. I just want you. You see what I'm saying? I want this to be double to you. That's what I want. Come on. That's the scripture says.
Psalms 112 and verse 1.
Come on.
Praise ye the Lord.
Come on.
Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord Yahweh.
So you're not blessed. So stop giving me God bless you. You see what I'm saying? You're blessed if you fear your house. If you got his instruction. You know what I'm saying? Your ass ain't black. Niggas in this. God bless you. God bless you. Lord bless you. If you a heathen, put a chain around your neck. Tell you how about Shemel Shah come get us. Do that. But that is the blessing. You see, what the scriptures say, see, when a man ways please the Most High, he make it even his enemies to be at peace with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, but ultimately I'm waiting on that final judgment with me. Let me get Revelation 13.
Keep reading on this.
10. We're going to finish.
Come on. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, that delighteth greatly in his commandments.
See what I'm saying? So it's spiritual. I got to link up with it too. Let me get this too. Let me get Psalms 33 and 12.
33.
And 12.
Come on.
Did you just grab something more?
I got Revelation on deck, man.
Go ahead, bring that up. Go ahead. You got the 33 and 12.
Real quick.
Yeah, Psalms 33 and 12.
Psalm chapter 33, verse 12.
Go ahead and finish that off.
Blessed is the nation whose power.
Read it again.
Psalms 33 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the nation.
What's the word? What's the word you supposed to be going crazy off? Read it right. That's blessed. You see? He said, God bless you. One more time, brother. You got it?
Blessed
See that?
is the nation.
Come on. The nation. The Israelites. So you're right. Come on.
Blessed is the nation whose God power is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
There you go. So he right. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You got it.
It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity
You got yeah,
shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Come on.
Here is the patience,
Here's the what?
the patience,
Of what?
and the faith
Of who?
of the saints.
Of who?
Of the saints.
You see that? That's what the hell I'm waiting on, man. I can't wait for you. I can't wait till the sword turns physical, man. You see what I'm saying? I can't wait, man. Because then at that point, I know the Lord that gave me spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? I know the Lord that gave me that rod. Let me get Revelation 2 and 26.
It's Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Come on.
And he shall rule them with a rod,
With what?
with a rod
See, that's what we waiting on.
of iron.
And go do what?
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So they what?
Shall they be broken?
We're gonna break you down. We're gonna take everything you got. We're gonna literally physically beat you. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna take everything you got. Everything you can build up. You can have children, I'm just more of my slaves. According to the scriptures. That's what I'm waiting on. Let me get Leviticus 25. Let's start at 44. That's the faith and patience.